Hello, Assalamu alaikum friends. Today I bring another video of inventory management software using Excel VBA part 3. Before we go further, I want to give you an overview that what we have done so far. First of all, we have created we have created a dynamic range, and the benefit of this dynamic range you will get to know in this video especially. Then we have used this VLOOKUP formula with if error, and after that we have created this user form 1. In this user form we have learned how to add data from user form to Excel sheet. Then we have learned how to search data from Excel sheet to user form, and now and then another button which we have learned that how to load image in the image box from the uh, uh, from our computer. So now we are gonna learn today remaining buttons. Okay, so we'll start from update. How to update record. For that, I'll click this button. Okay, and as you can see, I already added this code here. In this, first of all, we have created two variables in this, which is x as long and y as long. X is our last row. This line of code you already know because we have already discussed this in our last two videos. Then we have create loop y is equal to 5 to x because our data start from row 5. So that's why we mentioned 5, and x is our last row. Then we use this condition if sheet product list dot cell y1 dot text is equal to text box 1 dot value. It means if this our text box of user text box 1 of user form meet match with our product list of this values, any of these values, if this match with the text box 1, okay, then it should happen. What should happen? Sheet product list dot cell y column 1, y is our loop, okay, and column 1 is equal to text box 1 dot text, means whatever the value showing in the text box 1, it should be updated in sheet product list and the column 1 and in a row. In a y is a, it should be the row where we going to update the record. Similar case is for remaining text boxes, text box 1, 2, 3, 4 and the column 2, 3, 4. So the corresponding values of all the columns will be updated as per the conditions we have set here in text box 1 and column 1 of the Excel sheet. Then we have given this message box, the record will be updated, and we have end if, and we have end the next also. Then after updating the record, as you know that we have add the uh, picture, save the picture also along with the record. So for that we have used the separate code for that. As you can see, dim I as string is the same which we have coded, which we have used when we were using adding the picture. I is equal to text box 1 dot text. The text box 1 value is equal to I. Then we will use this kill command, okay, which will delete the picture wherever it is saved. Okay, so for that we'll use kill this workbook dot path. Okay, and after deleting this, we will use the same code which we have used in our add button. As you can see here, while adding the picture, we use this line of code. Okay, so same same coding we are using in the update button also, because what we are doing is we are deleting the picture, and then we are re-adding this picture, because maybe you need to change the picture also along with the record, or if you want to keep the record, keep the same record, still it will uh, work. Then now we will go to the next button, which is which is delete, sorry. So for delete button, we have I already copied this code here, paste this code here. In this delete button, we have also created two variables, x and y as range. Then we have set this condition that select case message box. This will delete the record from stock sheet 2. Are you sure you want to delete the record? If VBS, then this will happen, because before deleting the record, it's very important that we should put some condition. Otherwise, validation, we should put some validation. Otherwise, maybe sometime we click the button by mistake, and it will delete the record which we didn't want to. So for that, this validation is very important. That if when you click this button, it will ask you that are you sure you want to delete the record. If you will click yes, then we will use this y variable, set y is equal to sheet stock dot range a dot find what me dot text box 1 dot value, look in Excel values, look at whole. Okay, means whatever the value you will enter in text box 1. Okay, obviously you will, this condition is set with the product ID. So whatever the product ID you will enter in text box 1, and then you will click the button, delete button. So it will find the product ID in stock sheet. It will find the product ID from here, and then it will delete the whole row. Okay, entire row. So as you can see, when this condition is met, then it will delete entire row. Okay, same is the case for product list also, but there is the only difference between these two codes, that here we use Excel values for a stock sheet, and for product list we use Excel formulas, because in stock sheet we have a VLOOKUP formula, so we will use it values, otherwise it will give you the error. Okay, so otherwise it is all same. Okay, for both sheets is the same record, and X or entire row or delete also is the same. After deleting this, we want to delete the picture as well. For that, we will use the same kill command which we have just learned in update button. Okay, after deleting this picture, we will empty all the text boxes, and we will empty the picture box as well, and then we will give the record that record deleted. Okay, and if case is VB no, if we click no button, then it will exit the sub, and the macro will stop there. So now we just check this if it is working fine. First of all, we'll search any record 6. Okay, and I just search this, and as you can see here, there is one picture and there's some record. I will just change it to, I change product ID 5000, and now I will change the picture as well. So for that we will go and we will select this picture. Okay, now I will update the record. As you can see, record is updated. Okay, now if I'll close this and I'll run again, now search this product again. As you can see, this product ID is, item code is changed and a picture also changed. Okay. If you want to delete this record, okay, so I will click this button. So it will give you the validation that if you really want to delete the report. If I'll click no, okay, it will stop here. But if I'll click yes, okay, so this will delete the report. Now you can see everything's gone, and when I will search it, I will not find it. Okay, and let us see here. This picture deleted from here as well. So now these two button, now what we have learned now, add button we have done, okay, search button we have done, update is done, and delete also we have done. Now we'll use this coding product list. This button is to generate the uh, product list, and here you will come to know that what is the benefit of this dynamic range. So for that, as you can see, I already pasted this code here. In this code, you can see sheet product list dot range p list. P list is our dynamic range. Okay, because this dynamic range means whatever the values we will enter in this product list, whether we will add or we will remove, it will update automatically. So whenever we will generate the product list, so it will come as it is. Okay, it will come updated one. So after this, export fixed format, type PDF. Okay, and then we have given this file name and path. Okay, this is our file path. Okay, where our file is. You can see this is our file, and we keep the this one. Actually, if I delete this one, okay, if I delete, it will recreate. Okay, and whenever we next time we will uh, click this button for generating product list, it will rewrite on this same file, on the same file. It will not create many product list files. Okay, so this is the destination and name of our file product list, and this include properties, and ignore printing area false, open after publish. Once it will publish, okay, then it will open. So now I'll just check this button also. As you can see, I'll click this. Don't bother if it is slow, because my computer is little slow. I hope that your computer will work fine. There you go. You can see here this product list is published and open now, and here you see we have deleted this, and now but it came again. Okay, so these almost every button we have covered now. This is our reset button. Okay, in this reset, what we'll do only, we'll clear all the text boxes. Okay, so that we can re-enter our data. And this is for close button, we will just mention unload user form. Okay, so guys, today we have completed all these forms, and our first form for adding product is completed. Inshallah, we will start new video very soon with how to add transaction of receiving product. Okay, so in this sheet we will work. So please, if you like this video, subscribe the channel and share with your friends. Very soon we'll upload another video. Okay, so thanks for watching.